into some kind of voluntary service or something like that. I was not drafted, but we wanted to do something, and nothing was working out. And one Sunday morning, we looked at the church bulletin, and they said there was some notice there that they were looking for a custodian at Christopher Knox School. I looked at my wife, and I said, maybe this is something for us. And I didn't call the school. I came and talked to the guy who was leaving, and of course he passed on the information to the principal, and the principal called me and tracked me down at my in-laws at the time, and the rest is history.
What are the biggest changes you have seen during your years at Doc? Either campus or students or people? What are the biggest changes?
Well, obviously the change in facilities and buildings and grounds would probably be the biggest thing. This building was being built the year I graduated. And if you think this gym is small down here, you should have saw the little thing that we had to put in the Rebel Hall. The auditorium was amazing, and one cafeteria. It got pretty noisy in the dining hall when people were playing basketball.
What gets you in your job? What gets you the most cranky?
Well, I think Eric already alluded to that as well. Having to fix things that get broken unnecessarily, I think, is probably one of the biggest things. Fortunately, that doesn't happen all that much.
But it happens too often. What are some of the biggest joys or satisfactions you have had during your time here at Doc?
I guess the joy and the privilege of feeling that you're part of more than something, more than just a job. I feel like being part of the work of Christian education and serving the Lord in this way has been my greatest satisfaction.
And any part of your job that takes the longest, a job that you just don't like, so we talked about that there.
Yeah, I just did it on Monday because I had to do it at the time when the students were here, cleaning the grease trap in the kitchen.
I think you spent 5 hours, you said?
Oh, something like that. Yeah. We didn't have to do that all day.
A lot of stuff that we don't realize he is doing. It's all done when you're not here. How many balls or frisbees do you think you've taken down off the building roof?
Oh, dozens.
I think probably hundreds. Let me ask you this. What will you miss the most and what will you miss the least during your time here at Doc? Or from your time at Doc?
We're going to miss the people and the beautiful grounds. We're living on these beautiful grounds. It's been a really neat thing, and we'll definitely miss that. And the least, probably cleaning the grease trap.
And what are your plans for the future? What's up next for you and Linda?
We are now in the process of renovating the apartment that my wife grew up. It was probably built about 60-some years ago. On Schoolhouse Road, just a few miles up the road from here. Hope to come back here, maybe and do some volunteer work, and to travel a little bit, maybe do some biking. I didn't remember that it was mentioned in the yearbook that hunting and trapping. I don't do that anymore. I still do some hunting and fishing. I travel a long time for some of that.
It's amazing how things do come full circle here. And what advice do you have for us or advice to the students? What advice do you have for them as we all move forward?
Be nice to Martin.
There we go. I'm gonna miss this man.
I guess my advice could be summarized in the conversation that I just had this past weekend with two young fellows that good friends of mine who were also students here at Doc, and they're both involved in business. And one guy said he enjoys times when he's invited back to speak to an organization people in the organization that helped to train him in the field that he's now in business in. And he tells them, if your goal, the business is real estate, by the way, and he said he tells them if their goal is just to get wealthy and make a lot of money and consume it all on themselves, he said it's going to get old. It's going to get, it will lose its meaning. He said you need to be part of something that's bigger than yourself. And he said, I prefer that to be a God thing. And these two fellows, both in different words, basically said the same thing. You need to be part of something bigger than yourself. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth. Don't squander the opportunities that you have as youngsters. I don't believe that I was aware as much of the privilege that it was to be part of Christopher Knox School at the time. I do appreciate my time. So then as a student and an employee.
Well, speaking of youth, I know we have a couple of youth who, on behalf of the student body, would like to acknowledge you as well. So I'd like to ask you, Mrs. Souter and Amy Berge, to come on. We're going to have you stay there. Okay, so stay there.
Okay, well, first off, we would like to call Larry's wife Linda up for a second. We just have a little short thing. Many of you may have seen Linda out in the flower beds by her house or working in her garden, and we just wanted to also thank her just as very Larry. Linda has given so much to this campus, just as Larry has. Her generous hospitality and friendliness are definitely immense blessings to our campus here. Senate would like to thank her for all of her service and for the time that she has spent tending to the gardens around her house and just being a friendly smile when we're walking down the halls. As you guys obviously know, we do Servant of the Month each month. And the purpose of this is to honor someone who's given Doc something special within the past month. But we wanted to thank Larry with something similar to this, but we can't just do a month because he has been here for 46 years. So we were doing Servant of the Decades is what we're calling it. And Senate has given Larry this as just a token of our appreciation for all the work that he's done, and just to again emphasize that servant heart that he has had. So Amy is going to explain what Senate has done for that and what you guys have also been a part of.
We first of all just wanted to thank you for all of the time, energy, hours, and work and everything you've done, put in for this campus, for improving everything, keeping the sports and everything, fields, buildings, everything running. All of us, along with the 4,000 graduates that have gone before us, want to thank you for all your gracious work and everything that you've done. And this is for you from all of us, from Senate. This sweatshirt, it's a Doc sweatshirt for you, and on the back, the senior class designed with our thumbprints and signatures for you to take with you. So you can always have that. And this is also for you from everyone. Seniors. Thank you.
I think one of the things that is in there, there's a pretty generous gift card from Cabela's in there for you, so I think that fishing can still happen.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Hey, thank you all very much. Let's acknowledge him one more time.
seniors on wonderful graduation, and wish you the best in the future. Class is going to begin in 5 minutes.
Don't forget, we have pictures. Don't forget.